Shalom to everybody. I am trying to talk today about something different than the weekly Torah portion, and that is something that appeared in the newspaper, in the Israeli newspaper Yediot Achronot, and also in other newspapers on the web, and that is about a mixed wedding. A mixed couple from Jaffa, an Arab man and a Jewish woman, decided after a long-term relationship to get married this Sunday. I also understand that this lady, the Jewish lady Maral, converted to Islam, although I don't see it here in the news that I am reading. But the question is why it appeared in, why did it make it into the newspapers? And it made it into the newspapers because an extreme right-wing organization had called out to stop the wedding, and another, I would say, left-wing organization, and a lawyer that the couple, an Israeli lawyer that the couple hired, defended them against being harassed and going ahead with their lives and their choice of couples of marriage. So that made it into the newspapers, and I must say, as a rabbi and someone who believes in the continuity of the Jewish people and in one Jew marrying another Jewish person in order to strengthen and the continuity of our people, that I am saddened by the wedding of Mahmoud and Maral. This organization that wanted to have that called the protest, and actually they did have a protest and outside the wedding hall, but they were barred to come closer, not to harass the couple. This organization called the bride to return to Judaism, and I like to call the bride also, Maral, to return to Judaism and to find the beauty in Judaism, and to even if she's going to be married to Mahmoud, maybe to consider hopefully coming back to her roots. So I am not happy with this marriage, but what I am happy with is that Israel is a place where if Mahmoud and Maral want to get married, they can. And also it's a place where if a right-wing organization wants to protest, they can protest. And if a left-wing organization, they want to protest against the protesters of the right-wing organization, they also can get together and go to a square and to yell at each other while the couple is getting married in a wedding hall, and then everybody can go home. And we see here that they live in a country that's a little different from other countries in the area, where people who get married to someone that the government or that some organization doesn't like, they don't get stoned in the public square, and they are not being expelled from the country. Israel has a long way to go as a democracy, like I'm sure United States as well. But one thing I'm very, very proud is that things that I don't like about Israel and about people living in Israel, they still can take place because this is part of a democracy. So let me just summarize it for you. The bad news is that Mahmoud and Maral got married. This is really bad news for the Jewish people. The good news for the state of Israel is that Mahmoud and Maral were able to get married in the land of Israel, in the state of Israel, and were protected by the state of Israel. I know that many times when we read the newspapers of other countries in the Middle East, where the rights of minorities are not being protected, we want to use it sometimes as an example. Maybe we should do the same in order to just to get back to what other countries do with minorities. But I think that what makes us unique in the Middle East, what makes Israel unique and special in the Middle East, regardless or in spite of all the people who don't like us, and there are many in the world, is that we are different, and that Mahmoud and Maral can get married in Rishon LeZion. I challenge Mahmoud and Maral to get married in Gaza, in Cairo, in Damascus, and in Jordan, or even, in Paris, and to see how things were to unfold there. So again, I think it's not only a mixed wedding, but mixed feelings here with Mahmoud and Maral. I hope Maral will return eventually to Judaism, and I pray that Israel will find its way to remain a Jewish and also a democratic country. Shabbat Shalom.